Hey, I know you have a busy life, but how badly do you really want relief and productivity? Now, those are not necessarily the same, but they kind of are, and I hear them a lot. I want relief and I want to be productive. Relief from that stress, relief from that relentless to-do list, relief from always being busy all the time. But you know what? Here's the truth. You're too busy for that, right? Like you're too busy to do the things. And the things are, drum roll, the art of reflection. There's a pretty cool book that I've been made aware of lately. I haven't read it yet, but it's called The Art of Reflection. And what I love about that is there's this whole entire book dedicated to what I find is the most amazing strategy, and that is to stop, to sit back and observe, and to change course a little at a time. That art of reflection. Because let's face it, an object in motion stays in motion. But is it the right motion? Right? I have a couple notes, I'm going to read them. When there's no rest, it's no good. Right? So object in motion stays in motion. When it's no rest, it's no good. And you know what all happens? You know this one. Cortisol. It's cortisol. And cortisol stresses us out, right? It motivates us, sure. But it also stresses us out when there's too much cortisol because we haven't stopped to reflect. So that's one thing. Object in motion stays in motion. The other thing to consider, as far as being busy all the time and all that stuff, there are 4 energy systems in our body. The biggest one, the most, the energy hog, that's the sympathetic. And that's the one you know a lot. That's that fight, flight, or freeze, right? That is and when we're busy all the time and we're doing and we're getting it done, we're doing our email, we're responding to people, all that stuff. We're busy, all that. We're feeling productive. We're not really that productive, but we're feeling really productive. What's happening is that sympathetic nervous system is taking up all this space and it's not leaving space for the other three systems in our body. And they are, 1, your immune system. Your doctor told you this, right? When you have too much stress, you're going to get sick, potentially. It's not just germs, although germs have something to do with it. It's because your energy is taken up by the energy hog. Okay, that's only number 2. Now what about number 3? Number 3 is the cell replenishment system that keeps us young-ish. And you've heard that. My mother used to always say that. Why mothers get gray. My mom always used to say that because we stressed her out. She's not wrong. So, and then finally, there's number 4 is the energy system. So the energy system, you need actually to have a little reserve of energy, reserve so that your body can create more energy. So there's the 4 energy systems. That is why the art of reflection, that is why taking a step back is so important. It's because an object in motion stays in motion, and because there's only 4 systems in your body, and when they're all taken up by sympathetic, no bueno. Cool. So what do we do? Well, you can read the book, I guess, but I haven't read that book. So I'll give you my solution. I have a couple of forms. Well, I have lots of forms, but the 2 most outstanding forms in my Discover Your Greatness course. I do a group course and it's currently running. We're about halfway through. We have a morning form and an evening form. And what that does is that bookends the day. So in the morning, you say, okay, cool. What am I going to do today? Now, do not do 100 things. Thank you very much. There's very small amounts that you are allowed to put on the form, because we don't want the giant to-do list that never end and only get added to. Thank you very much. So that's one thing. We have the morning and evening forms. And what they do is they help us reflect. They do not help us flog. No flogging. Flogging not allowed. No flogging. However, they really help us bookend our day and reflect, like, oh, wow, that didn't work out so well. What will I do differently? Or rock on, woohoo, I did it, yay, I said I'd do this, and woohoo, I did it. All right? So, or some combination of those things, and you rinse and repeat. So that's what you do. And then, but how you do it, it's like just having the forms. I mean, how many times have you gone out and bought, like, organizing folders or organizing bins or whatever, but then, like, your house still miraculously doesn't get organized and cleaned. It's 'cause you need to do more, okay, right? So I'm a coach. I sell coaching. I can bring you through it. Also, my community, right? So I have paid communities like Discover Your Greatness. I have free communities. And I'm going to tell you about a free community where you can get all the stuff that I just described, no joke, once a month for free. Rock on. And that is called Wisdom Warriors. The next Wisdom Warriors is November 6th. And it's from 12 to 1 Eastern time. So set your clock depending on where you are in the world, because we're on that time change deal right now. I never charge from Wisdom Warriors. I have it once a month. Once in a while, I may skip it. I want you to come. I want you to get further ahead. There's going to be lots of question and answer times. And I do this because I don't want you to go down with the ship. I don't want you to feel like you just don't have any time for yourself, and then you get sick, you get gray, you get these weird cancers and immune things. And I'm not trying to be all hypochondriac here. I'm saying our brains and our bodies and our environments, like, we're not separate. So if we don't take some time and reflect and make those conscious choices, sooner or later, the universe hits you with a 2x4, okay? Don't want that. Come to Wisdom Warriors, hit reply and just be like, oh my gosh, this is what I'm cutting out this week. I am here for you. DM me. I'm happy to set up a conversation so that we get you out of stress ball, because life can be really stressful. See you soon.